Hey everybody, my name's Daisy, and today I want to go over how to weed. So this is like something very specific that I want to talk about. I want to go over how to weed tiny little font. I don't know if you could see it, like this. And this was all cut out from a sheet that was about this big. As you can see, I just cut it off of this sheet. So right here you can probably see better. Tiny little font. It says House of Barbers, California. I have an order of 50 t-shirts that I'm working on. San Jose. And then it says House of Barbers on top, California on bottom. So this is a trick on how you can get rid of those little suckers that you're trying to weed out. So I already did it, but I'm gonna show you what I did. And this little technique saved me probably like an hour's worth of strain in my neck and my shoulders. So yeah, so you don't have to cut it in strips, but I did. And so I'm gonna show you. All right guys, so you're first gonna need a roll of tape. You're gonna want to unwind the tape, put it in reverse so the sticky side is outward. And I already used this one, so that's why it's dirty, but it's just to show you. So I have the sticky side out, right? So everything that you weed is gonna get stuck to it, right? And then next, you're gonna take your paper that you want to weed, just those little tiny pieces. This isn't gonna work for everything. For me, this worked for tiny little fonts and weeding out the spaces that you wanna get out in between the fonts, like the little circles and the B's and the R's, the A's, that. All right, so the next step is just to lightly just roll your tape. Just roll the tape on top of the paper. So instead of weeding out those tiny little spots, you're just going to roll the tape. And as you can see, all those little pieces that you want to take out are just gonna come out on their own. There are some spots that are not gonna come out, so you're gonna have to go back in there and try to get those spots out. Looks a lot better. So we're gonna go back in there. As you can see, they are coming out, and it's a lot easier than going in there, you know, one by one, taking these out. But the O's are pretty easy, but this is mostly for those other smaller pieces, but this is a very helpful trick. Alrighty guys, so that was basically it. I just wanted to give you guys this little trick that I learned on my own. It saved me lots of time, and I hope this works for you. Take my weeder and finish this step. So it just comes right off. So that part is easy. And then those little spots in between the O's that didn't come off, those are really easy to get. See? There you have it. Once again, I don't know if this will work for everybody, but this definitely worked for me, using as a technique to weed out little spaces between fonts, the tiny little pieces that you want to weed out in the fonts. Maybe for other designs it's not going to work, but for letters it definitely worked for me. So I hope this works for you guys. And if it does,